Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, I will share with you on the topic of ellipse. So I think you have seen ellipse before in real life. You can see it in the shape of an egg, or you can see here in the shape of our orbit. Okay, so in this chapter, you will learn two types of ellipse. One is when the ellipse is open horizontally. Another one when your ellipse is open vertically. Alright, so now let's see a few important components of an ellipse. The first one is major axis. So when you draw an ellipse, you should have a major axis. Let me show you from the two graphs of our ellipse. So one is when it is open horizontally, another one when your ellipse is open vertically. So that is the shape of the ellipse. Let me show you where is the major axis. If it is open vertically, your major axis cuts through in the middle here, and we called our major axis is parallel to x-axis, since it is a horizontal line. How about another ellipse here? Your major axis is here where it cuts through vertically, and we call this parallel. Our major axis is parallel to our y-axis. So that's all for major axis. Let's see now for our minor axis. Okay, so what's the meaning of minor axis? Minor axis is the opposite of your major axis. It must go to the opposite side. So let's see our first ellipse here. Okay, since your major axis is parallel to x-axis, therefore your minor axis cuts through in the middle here. Okay. And how about another one? Your minor axis cuts through in the middle. So that is for major and also for minor axis. We are done with that. Let's see the third one, which is the center. Okay, so you have seen center before, right? In circle. So since this ellipse is as if a circle, where you have a bit of circle, but it's not a perfect circle, right? Okay, so you should have a center as well. The center is in the middle. So let me show you where is the center. It is the middle point here. Okay, so let me name it as C, as representing the center. So in the middle here, that is also your C. Okay, so enough of center. Let's see the next one, which is vertices. Okay, so don't get confused with vertices. Actually, we have learned this before, but we use the word vertex. Okay, you have learned this in parabola, right? Where your vertex is the point that cuts through your axis of symmetry. Okay, but vertex is singular. If you want to call it as plural, it is vertices. Okay, so where is your vertices in ellipse? Vertices is the point which cuts through your major axis. So that is the point for vertices. So let's write here, name this as V1, and you rename another one point as V2. Okay, so it is the point where you cut your major axis. Let us see here another ellipse. Your vertices is these 2 points here where you have cut through your major axis. So let's draw here. That is your V1. Another one point here. That is your V2. Okay, that's all for vertices. We are done with that. And lastly, let's see our foci. So what is a foci? So for foci, we already learned this before, but we use the word focus. Focus is a singular point that we learn in parabola, right? Okay, so where is focus? Focus is always in front of vertex. Okay, so let us apply here. Where is our foci? It's the same. Foci must be always in front of your vertices. So this is your vertices. So this is your foci. This is another vertices. This is foci, which is in front of the vertices. So let me write here as F1 and F2. So both of them are your foci. Let us see another ellipse here. This is one of your vertices. So in front of your vertices is a foci. This is another vertices, which is V2 here. So in front of this vertices is again your foci. So let us write here as F1 and also as F2. So now we have finished going through all the major components of ellipse, which are the major axis, this line here, also this line here, your minor axis, which is the opposite side, the pink line here, your center, it's the middle point here with the green one, and then vertices, which is the plural for vertex, which is in orange. This is vertices, where you cut through your major axis. And this is another vertices, where you cut through the major axis. And finally, you'll have your foci. Foci is always in front of the vertices. So these are the major components of an ellipse. Next, I want to share with you what is the distance between some of these points. Okay, so let's see. The first one is center and vertices. The point between center and vertices, we called it as A. Okay, so let's see, where is our A? The point between center and vertices. The point from center to vertices. This is your A. Let me write here. This is distance of A. Let's see the distance between center and foci. Okay, the distance between center and foci is C. So how can you remember this? So you can see the letter C is taken from the word foci. Okay, so where is your foci? Let me show you here. The distance between center and focus. Center and focus. So both of these are C. Let us see here another ellipse here. Let us repeat. Center to vertices is A. Another center to another vertices is A. Let's see another one. Center to foci is C. Another distance, center to foci, is also C. Alright, the last distance I want you to see is the distance between your center and also the minor axis. Okay, between the center and the end of minor axis, we call the distance as B. So let us refer here. The distance between your center and the end of your minor axis, this will be your B. You can see another one, your center and also your minor axis. Okay, the end of minor axis, that is your B. Let us see another ellipse here. The distance between center and the end of your minor axis, that is your B. Let us see another one. From the center towards the end of your minor axis, we name it as B. Alright, so that's all for the introduction for the shape of ellipse. Later on, I'll show you about the graph, the equation, and also some of the examples on this topic. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.